afraid. We are live. Okay, we're just giving it a second here to go live. Kitty's going to give me the okay doke when she sees it, which this probably will be there anyway. Okay doke. All right, so we are live. Hello, 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 intuition of the soul. Lovely people that are watching or
Oh,
will watch.
we got to turn our banner on.
Oh, jeepers Louise.
And
Okay,
we're talking for 20 minutes. You think that we could have turned our banner on, but you know
okay, let
what?
me look.
This is a perfect example of this week, guys. This week. Amy and I must have had a 10-minute discussion of trying to describe what it is.
Good morning,
Um,
Robin.
and what I can tell you is the more you know about your energies, so you can get the perspective, the more you'll be able to look
Yeah,
at this uh, week with the theme of I'm learning. I'm
yeah, yeah, yeah. A card that flew out of my deck before, as I was shuffling, I said, "Oh, Kitty, this must be for us," because it was sitting there all on its own. I was just shuffling, getting ready, and it was that. It says, "Big waves are coming in. You might not know exactly what to do with them, but be ready to learn." And I love that. So those big waves are going to be coming in, and what are you going to do with them? So let's get started on that because it sounds like we're coming right into what I was getting, if you don't
yeah, and
mind.
it's just knowing your energy is going to help you this week.
Yeah,
And when you don't, just stepping back, going, "Huh, I'm getting ready to learn."
yeah. Hi, Sue. All
Hi,
right.
Sue. Hi, Robin.
So,
Hi, Amber.
hmm?
Amber's watching on
Oh, hi,
Facebook.
Amber. Sorry, I can't see her. All right. So that was the feeling that I was getting. I feel like that again, things are going to come in. We might not know exactly what to do with them, but it's about your perspective, which leads to or lends to what Kitty was saying about knowing your energy. So, do you say, I'm completely done? Um, if it's something you're working on, do you say, I'm completely throwing out the baby with the bathwater kind of thing? Or do you just say, no, stop? I might need to just look at this in another way. I might need to look at it a little closer. There might be some tweaks. It doesn't mean, however, I don't feel like it's coming in as a complete redo or a do over. It's just a tweaking kind of thing. But if you can go into the energy where you're saying, okay, this has been brought to my awareness. Why? Why is it here? What am I supposed to learn? What am I supposed to take a closer look at? What am I supposed to reflect on? Any of those type of things, if you can go into it with that type of energy rather than the frustration and the, okay, I'm just done with this, I'm throwing it all away, I'm starting over, rather than that type of energy, you will be better served. Because I don't think it's saying it's going to be a complete do over for some of the things that are going to come up. It's just take another look and learn, be ready to learn, or take a different understanding and see it with a different perspective, kind of thing. So, first cards that I got from my Metatron deck were number 28, Karma, Untying the Knots. Well, goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we get karma all the time, but that's a part of it, right? Retrograde, you expect those karmic things to
Well,
be revisited, right?
a 6 year. Yeah.
In a 6 year. So, I mean, this is not surprising that this is coming, but there again, how are you going to receive it? Are you going to receive it with frustration or angst or, maybe a little bit of stubborn grumpiness? Or are you going to just say, okay, stop. There's something, even if you don't know right away why it's coming back up. You can still just kind of go, something's here, and I'm just going to let it come in when it's ready. And number 55, the red card, safety, strength, and power. I love this card. I really, really do. Because this is that, I'll put it a little closer, number 55. This just feels like that's whatever's coming up, this is the energy to go in with. It's safe. You've got the strength, the power is there. Look at it. Make peace with some things maybe that are coming up. And whenever I see the dwelling in the back, I always feel like that could be about home, things to do with your home and family. But you can see the horses depicted on there, and they're running. So it just feels like it might be kind of a, how do I say this? I feel like that means it might come in quickly. It might come in fast. That doesn't mean, but then you do what you need to do with it. I don't know exactly where I'm going with that.
This is pretty much the energy of the week, folks.
Okay, because it feels like it's going to come in quick. And then number 15, clarity, go within. So this is what we're talking about. If you need to relook at something, if you need to revisit something, tweak something. And I say tweak because I really don't think it's a do-over, but it might be something that needs a tweaking. So, and if you're not sure what the energy is or what you're feeling about it, go within, get some clarity on it. That's the best thing to do. So my other deck, the cards that I pulled was the Fool. And what I got from this is okay. What I got from this, I'm looking at the book. I don't know these ones completely. It says you may not feel ready, you may not be ready, but there's some magic in the air, and the universe is going to support you. So, and that's what I feel like, again, like whatever's coming up for you. And that's like Kitty said in the beginning. So be ready to learn. Be ready to learn about what it is. Be ready to learn how it's going to unfold for you. But you have to do that in that receiving or that open type mode. And this one is great. The Ace of Wands. Look at that card. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that card. This one is I seed my brilliant future with the roots of creativity and inspiration. So it's not all about doing something completely new, but maybe there is some part of it that's going to feel new. And I feel like this is a new energy. So this might bring some life or bring some life force into some of those things you're doing, because the Ace of Wands is magical, and she has that flame right there. It looks, I wasn't sure if it was a flame or like a crystal, but it's supposed to represent a flame. So that feels like some new energy coming your way. But maybe it's new energy into what you are already doing. That's the way it feels for me. It's like a new energy that's coming in to what you've already been trying to do. And also the Four Swords. And the Four Swords is kind of about resting, maybe retreating, taking a step back. But what I like about this card is if you look, the heart is still there. And so again, this confirms what I was thinking, is that your heart is still in it. Whatever is coming up for you, your heart right here, the heart is still in the nest with her. She didn't throw that out. So it feels like, again, that's why it feels like that tweaking energy, not the redo everything, because your heart's still there. All that all that you've done to this point. Your heart is still in it, but you might need to retreat and rest a little bit. Rejuvenate is a good word. Rest, retreat, rejuvenate. Let some of the Ace of Wands new energy come in. Um, uh, be ready for the learning when it presents itself. Go in, get some clarity when you are waiting for it to come in. Know that you have the strength and the security that's coming in, and a lot of it's going to be about karma. So it feels like those all go together really, really well. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna. I pulled a few more cards, but I don't know. Well, these could kind of go with it. Um, One is reach out, just reach out. So that's just saying reach out to someone else, or something about getting help or offering help. This one definitely goes though. Take a moment. So stop. That goes along again with the rest, rejuvenate, the clarity card. So stop when you need to. Don't make it, especially if it comes in and you want to take that energy, take the lower version of that energy that's coming in. And that's when you stop and change that, take that from change that perspective, look at it from a different point of view, be in that mode of I'm willing to learn why this is being brought up, and new beginnings. And this kind of goes along with that Ace of Wands. So there's kind of a couple different themes here. The Ace of Wands is kind of bringing in some new energy. And so maybe there's some new beginnings. Because if it's coming up for you, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to stay out of the sun. That's why I keep going over here so I don't wash out here. But if it's coming up for new energy and there's something that and it's a new beginning, and you're being asked to maybe tweak something or look at something a little closer, if you can remember that that is all for your benefit, for your greater good, because if spirit is bringing it to you, who are we to question it, I guess. So that's why something might be a new beginning, because you're doing something in a completely different way, or you're approaching it from a completely different perspective. So it could be a sense of a new beginning as far as that goes. But be open to it. Be open
Yeah.
to it. All right, Kitty. I'm handing it off to Kitty.
It
Hand off.
well, and that's actually it is that kind of week where it's like little tidbits are coming up constantly, and it's a lot of huh, huh, and that's kind of what's in the stars this week. It's looking for a perspective, little things, the pieces coming up um, from your inner you, from your inner child, from your ancestors, from your karma, and future you stuff. Kind of feels like too is all showing up
Yeah.
this week. And so it's like, I mean, the way I see it is little things popping up and you kind of are examining them. So part of that is, we're starting this week with a powerful, powerful full moon because it's in Cancer, it's home sign. And we're actually, as we speak, in this time of building of Cancer. And Cancer is the ruling sign of the moon. So it's this mother moon nurturing energy that wants to, but it's very deep and very emotional. The saying, if it's not one thing, it's your mother. Um, you know, uh,
Ooh, we don't like that saying.
yeah,
Sorry.
there's some kind of truth to it
There
though,
is.
because
I know.
there's the truth that you are kind of your mother yourself. You nurture yourself. It's that mother being synonymous with nurture. And so this week you're going to be learning a lot about nurturing yourself, one way or the other. Is kind of because we have the North Node also moving into the sign of Taurus for the collective, and that's about simplicity and beauty and stabilizing and getting rid of those things that take away your power, that disempower you.
Mhm.
And then the other big player that steps up on Monday is Uranus, or Uranus, which has been
Mhm. I like Uranus.
retrograde since August, now goes direct. And when Uranus goes direct. It's about bigger pictures, bigger life changing energy. Uranus is that cosmic wisdom, um, and it's here to free you from anything, and it may do it chaotically. It's certainly going to awaken you, that
Mm,
keeps you from going out of your stability, out of your comfort zone. There's like no going back. So these things that are popping up are asking you, and if you know your energy, to look at them and figure out, do I interact with this? Do I react to this? And it
mm,
may feel like there's a lot of them coming up. Um, but it's kind of your paradigm, how you approach it. Like, oh, this is just a week of
mhm.
learning, and
Yeah.
and trying to get the judgment away from that. Your Uranus comes into your life to renovate it. Your North Node is your soul's highest purpose, and they're both in Taurus for the collective. So, hi Diane. So you are really, really looking at this week. A lot of things are just going to kind of come to the surface, and it's
Mhm.
a just like Amy said, and that's why it took us so long to figure this out. It's like this feeling. What do you think it is? What do you think it is? You're going to be doing that all week for yourself.
Oh,
It's
yay! Are we excited, everybody? Come on.
uh, and just as fast as things come up, they'll leave.
Oh, the
So
horses. Yeah.
yeah, that they'll leave. They'll come.
Mhm.
You have to come riding through, and so
Cool.
so on tomorrow, that really is that Taurus moon. Um, I mean, sorry, tomorrow is the full moon, and then Taurus Tuesday goes direct. So it's just really active, and it's going to kind of feel like, okay, let me stop. And then on the 19th, there's a lot of things just not talking to each other. They're all kind of isolated energies,
Mhm.
all working on their own, including that Venus retrograde in Capricorn is not really dealing with that humanitarian Aquarius moon. The Leo moon is really kind of flip flopping back and forth with Aquarius. So it's kind of like a series of disjointed, fragmented energy, but yet you can see that there's a weaving. It's just an interesting week. Um, Wednesday,
Is what
here's
it
the
is.
word. It is what it is, and this is what you said earlier. Wednesday, the word is trust. It's
Mm.
understanding that I might not be able to see that bigger picture. I'm getting all the fragments on how this is going to play out, and I'm just going to trust it works out. Your moon, your own personal moon, has a good portion of the day to go into. You might just want to see what happens. Take a look at your dreams early in the morning on Wednesday morning, Eastern Standard Time, which is going to be later as we go through. There are just pieces kind of popping up. Um, to be looking at. And that's why trust, faith, making sure, especially Monday and Tuesday, you're kind of taking care of yourself. You've already structured to do this because the energy is rather dreamy and yet very practical. Interesting combination. Um, and then I would say on Thursday, the big player that comes in is that moon in Libra is working with Aquarius in the background, just trying to get you to understand little ideas that come up, and what it means about your structure. So the whole week is going to be kind of that player. Next Saturday looks like there's a little bit of a break. There are things kind of working in the background. So it feels like the roots, whatever you dug up and moved around, you didn't abandon it, but it will shift.
Yeah.
So shift happens. So just
Shift
trust,
happens.
and it's a week that we're going to learn, and that
Yeah.
can be how you approach it. Is pay attention to your energies, how you approach things. So it's
Yeah.
here to empower us.
Yes, exactly. I agree fully with that. So yeah, just ride the wave. You know, you might not know what the wave is, but just be ready to learn. That was the message for Kitty and I before we started. We pulled a card, so we'll share that with you because
We can
that
kind of
feels
see it
like
in
the
both of our
energy.
energy. We're both kind of like,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah. Well, I pulled a last few spirit cards here, and this one you're gonna laugh. Patience
patience is a
is a
virtue. Yes.
virtue. And yeah, we're all gonna need that this week. We're all gonna need a little bit of patience. Um,
Yeah.
and again, you didn't even mention, well, maybe you did. I don't think I heard you mention like the whole Mercury retrograde. So already my technology has been giving me wonky fits. So I'm like, and that's how it always plays out for me. It seems like it's always my technology. So, okay, good. I'm looking forward. Journey within.
Yeah, it is a really good week to go within, look at your energies. Don't take stuff personally this week. It's just to
Ah,
help empower you. Yeah.
good job. Because you are here for a reason,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
That kind of feels karmic there as well. You're here for a reason. So have patience, go within, and know that, everything's happening for a reason. Not only are
Yeah.
you here for a reason, but if you look at this as, whoops, you are here for a reason. If you look at this as the energy that's coming in for you is also here for a reason. Okay, so I
Yeah.
look at that as you, like the energy being the you as well.
I mean, the moon at
So,
some point this week is in near the end of the week is in Virgo. So Virgo, wow,
Virgo.
in Virgo, um, and so it is about the smaller pieces. It's a bit fragmented, but it's kind of
Yes,
meant to be
it's a good
kept
word.
close and observed because it's building in a bigger picture. So
Yeah.
um, we'll see you
But,
back here next
again,
week.
it's always what you make of it, how
Yeah.
you respond, your perception of it. So make it a good one, even though I'm sure there's going to be challenges. Like I said, my technology's already going wonky. I,
Well, and
I can just feel
it's
it. It's going to be that way, but I'm just going in
and it's
with that attitude that it's all here for a reason.
it's a very deep emotional full moon. So we're riding before it
Yeah.
right now and afterwards because it's as deep as the tides in the ocean. It affects
Hmm.
water, it affects emotion, and then you've got the planet of chaos kind of moving out to show you the pieces that are taking away your power, disempowering you. So
It sounds like, did you see that? I saw a picture online. I know this is kind of off topic, but the um, the volcano that erupted under the water. Did you see the satellite pictures of that? And then
no, I didn't.
people were they were saying that there could be tsunamis and stuff like that from it, but it was amazing. I mean, it just, we'll have to look it up online because they have
That
pictures
sounds
from
like a great way
satellite.
to think of this week. Something's coming up.
Exactly. That's why I brought it
And
up.
where the waves go, they're going to go. And
Yes.
if you can just ride with them, learn from them, not be drawn away from them, get out of their way,
Yeah.
um, that's kind of the stuff to do this week.
That's what made me think of it. As you were talking, I'm like, oh, I just saw that yesterday that like I think it was a volcano underwater that, but it's just fascinating and amazing to see the picture, the satellite picture of it. And so yeah, I think that's perfect. Maybe we'll have to find that and post that, Kitty, and say, here's our week.
Yeah, we'll just, here it is, you know.
You know, where are
And
you on the ripples?
yeah, it's just, I'm trying to use really positive turns because I think it could be. It depends how you approach it. Um,
Hmm.
and there's a little bit of that shaking up trepidation of, wow, Venus is retrograde, and so is Mercury. At the moment, Uranus is, but it goes direct, and so there's a lot of internal stuff going on that also may be mirrored externally from you. So, and none of
Yeah,
it's personal, other than to empower you.
right. That's where I'm trying to go as well with more of the positive attitude because I just already know that there's going to be some challenge. I can just feel it for myself that it's not going to. I don't want to go there. I want to stay.
I want to go, yay, a challenge versus, oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know if I can go that far, but I want to
Well,
go. Okay, it's a challenge. I'm okay with this. I'm not going to freak out.
I mean,
We'll start throwing things.
I think the word assume is good this week.
Yeah.
am here. All I need to be is in this moment.
Right. Right.
So,
Well,
all right.
anyways, but you know what? We'll just reach out. That one card said reach out. So if you do get some of those, maybe it becomes a little overwhelming, then reach out to someone,
I mean,
and
you can
just
tell how all over the place the week is. We've been on for 25 minutes and we're still talking about, huh? Huh?
and we still
Yeah.
haven't given you a clear message, no.
Because there really isn't one. That's the whole point.
I know, that's right. So,
So,
yeah. Okay. Underwater volcano, that sums it up. Check it out. Maybe I'll try to link it to our
I think we should. So we
to the
just post
site
it.
because it was
Yeah.
fascinating. It's
Yeah, I think
really
that's
cool.
All right. I'm
Okay.
Kitty.
I'm Amy J, and this is Vibe of the Week.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Oi.
Bye. Have a great week, and I mean it.